What's up guys, so it looks like all of the good news that we had yesterday for Red Dead Online has actually been revoked in a new statement from a Rockstar boss. So this actually comes from Strauss Zelnick, the CEO of Take-Two Interactive, which is the parent company of Rockstar Games. And he sent over a clarification to IGN that ran the original story with his statements regarding the future of this game, and he said he was only referring to the online servers of the game and explained that it wasn't confirming any future updates are in the works, instead stating Rockstar would get to decide if and when such updates would come to Red Dead Online. And the journalist that put out the original story actually said that Take-Two reached out to her to follow up and clarify that the statement was only to keep the servers open for Red Dead Online and not confirming that there's any actual future DLCs coming to the game. So this is obviously a very disappointing update for all the players that have been basically waiting almost 2 years now since the last major DLC. So basically the only good thing to come out of yesterday's earnings call in the article with IGN is the fact that the Rockstar boss has actually been made aware of the huge frustration from Red Dead Online players, and he specifically said, "I've heard the frustration, it's flattering that Red Dead Online players want more content, and more will be said by Rockstar in due time." He did also state that Rockstar planned on supporting Red Dead Online for the long term and confirmed that was the plan, and as you can see from his updated statement, that plan basically revolves around keeping the servers online, and we can assume just these continual monthly refresh updates with varying items on discount and no actual new content. We also had this very telling bit of information released from Take-Two when they told their investors that they believe microtransactions for Red Dead Online will be down this year compared to last year, and I think this is only the kind of statement you'd make if you do not have any major DLCs planned for Red Dead Online this year at all. Especially since all we had last year was that half-baked Blood Money DLC that was considerably smaller than any DLC we've had in the past. If Take-Two did plan to release any kind of major update with properties or heists, you can imagine microtransactions would be through the roof, but as they've made this statement to their investors, I think that's looking very unlikely. There were also a few other interesting things that came out of the Rockstar earnings call that I thought are worth mentioning. First of all, Red Dead Redemption 2 has sold an additional 1 million units throughout the last quarter, now up to 44 million copies sold in total. If we compare that to GTA 5, they've actually sold 5 million in the last quarter, and they're up to 165 million, so as expected GTA 5 is still an absolute behemoth in regards to sales. I definitely cringed hearing Take-Two talk about GTA Plus, as they said they're thrilled at how it's performing so far, and they even said it's clear consumers really like the opportunity to engage with GTA Online and value with what they're offering through a subscription. From what I've seen online, that definitely does not seem to be the case. A lot of players are very frustrated at having to pay an extra subscription on top of, having to buy the game, buy microtransactions, and all that kind of stuff. So if Rockstar are seeing big success on GTA Plus with their subscription, I wouldn't be surprised at this point to see it being added to Red Dead Online. Now before I end the video, I want to go over one more statement from Strauss Zelnick that I think is really important, and he said Rockstar Games talks about the updates that are coming, and we're working on an awful lot at Rockstar Games. Now the reason I think this is important is I think it basically explains what happened to Red Dead Online. It's just a bandwidth issue. We're working on an awful lot of Rockstar games. I think just the fact they had GTA 5, the trilogy, we also had Red Dead Online, and then of course GTA 6 in the background being developed. That's a lot of resources they need to manage all of those services and games. I should imagine at this point GTA 6 is in full development and taking up resources from Rockstar Studios all around the world, so they're basically all hands on deck trying to get GTA 6 in a playable state. So unfortunately that looks like it's left us either with a tiny team working on Red Dead Online or no developers at all working on new content at the moment. I also want to give a mention to one of my long-term sponsors, Into the AM. They've added a bunch of new designs to their store. I personally wear them all the time to festivals and I love the designs. You'll definitely get a lot of compliments if you wear their gear. I'll also be wearing them to EDC Vegas this week if any of you guys are going, and if you use the link in the description you'll automatically save 10%. If you guys do enjoy these videos and want to be kept up to date with all the latest Rockstar Games news and updates, please take a second to leave it a like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any future breaking news. Have a great day guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.